So why did you decide to go to Canada? Like, what is going on in your head that is so different than everybody else living here?
Since when I was little, like when I was in elementary school, I already didn't really fit into, you know, the typical Japanese society, whatever, the standard.
Because your hair was too long? Or?
No, it's just my personality. I was a really rebellious person, and many teachers didn't like me, I guess. And I don't like those teachers because they kind of tried to put me into like a tiny box, basically. And the only teacher I liked in my elementary school is a music teacher who used to live in the United States. She spoke English, and she taught us lots of English songs, and she also got mad at by principals and stuff. And she was kind of, she at least made us feel like she's closer to the student than the teachers. And that's what I liked. And I guess like her background of like living abroad kind of gave me the idea of like going abroad could kind of maybe change. And then my parents always told me that I could probably have better life, whatever, in abroad. I could be more myself if I go abroad and stuff. So like,
so your parents recognize that too, like at an early age.
And also the biggest thing was that I always wanted to help my father and like his work, and he you know, runs a factory, and he trades with the companies and factories around the world, and you know, English is used in that, like, you know, business meetings. So like there are like, you know, multiple like reasons and factors that like motivated me to go abroad. But yeah, that's kind of
but that is different than a lot of people, right? I mean, you do have a unique kind of upbringing that put you on a course that was slightly different than the rest of people. I mean, in elementary school, I don't know what that was, you know, maybe your parents' influence had, because if your dad's doing international business, he probably sees the world differently than a typical Japanese family, right? So he was probably already maybe encouraging you to think differently at an early age. Maybe not.
Like,
I wasn't there.
His personality is like really similar to mine, according to him, and then many people who knows both of my dad and I. And I guess he probably felt the same, possibly. And then he used to play, you know, American football. So like he had lots of opportunity to go to States, or like have students from the States to do like a camp together and stuff when he was in school. So like that's put him into some experience and like exposure to like culture, like a Western culture, whatever. And
because American football isn't popular in Japan,
right? It's not really.
It's kind of like outsider sports.
It's still a minor sport, although like it's getting more, you know, recognized now. But
especially back in the day, he was like doing something rare and unique, right?
And then that, you know, I guess kind of, so like my dad had been like, I mean, and my mom has been always really, really supportive for like me being you know, going to abroad, studying abroad, although it costs a lot. And like staying in Japan.
So then, so basically then a lot of Kikokushijo, right, have like, they go because the parents were assigned to go over there. That's my one friend in high school. He was with Sony. His dad was with Sony. Whatever. So like, that's like the majority of cases, but you actually chose to go without your parents.
I mean, like that was the only way I could go abroad, because my dad has a work in Japan and he has to run the factory, so he cannot really leave Japan. Right.
So basically you did like an exchange program or something like that?
I missed too many, like school too much in junior high, so I couldn't get the exchange program. I had a like history of not going to school at all for 2 whole months or 3 months, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't fit into.
You're such a rebel. Yeah.
And
was your hair pink or something? Like.
At the time, I still had a dark brown. Blackish.
Did you have the nose ring?
No, I didn't. But I bleached my hair when I was in 9th grade. After I made a deal with my mom that like I'm going back to school from 9th grade because I missed the whole semester in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And I told my mom that I want to bleach my hair, and that's the condition that I'm going back to school. And then I did red hair.
A weird
pink hair.
Yeah, a weird compromise, but it got you back to school, right?